time. He's playing in the Champions League.
He's playing everything.
The perfect season.
He's playing everything.
He really is, and he's getting closer and closer, Gravison, to being the first pro player to break $1 million in prize money. If he wins this whole thing today, he'll break over $900,000 in prize money, and he'll only be a couple of tournaments away, a couple of rounds away from achieving that huge milestone. And to believe that's nearly $1 million, Gravison, without winning a world championship as well.
Imagine if he wins it. Great defense by DFernandes. We're seeing DFernandes playing with the black shirt from left to right, and then we're seeing Cadiz on the other side, playing from right to left with the white shirt. So, Brandon, let's go for it.
Absolutely. What a chance this is. Who will qualify for the World Championships? Will it be Resende of EASports or DFernandes of Cadiz? He's representing the Spanish side for a second year. And after a top four last year, he is looking to go one step further this time round. What a start he has had. And what a goal-scoring machine he has been today. 17 becomes 18 goals in total that he scored in the LaLiga FC Pro Finals. What a way to kick off this semi-final, Gravison.
Incredible, with the control sprinting, with Ricardo Kaká, which I think is the only player in the whole competition now that Thiago has been eliminated to be used. That Ricardo Kaká as a starter, and then that Trivela, green time. There's nothing you can do really. As a goalkeeper, that's 1-0 to Cadiz, 1-0 to DFernandes, who's just one step closer to the World Championship spot.
Yeah, we have the pleasure as well of being joined back by Ryan Pessoa. I mean, that was a quick run, wasn't it, from the
getting the steps in. Definitely getting the steps in. Honestly, if...
Hang on a second. Rivaldo to make it 1-1! Resende responds instantly!
That's incredible. Great bit of skill there with Rivaldo. Finds the bottom corner. Low dribbling he's got as a silver play style. I spoke to Gravison about this Rivaldo item. He's one of my favourites, honestly. I think he goes under the radar a bit for those at home.
He does. He's not that expensive now in the game.
Yeah.
And I talked with Richard about this. It's just a combination of the low dribble play style and then the Trivela. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and he's got technical plus. He's got pinked pass as well, which is a nice addition. He's actually relatively quick off the speed boost as well.
He is. He might be the quickest after Henry and maybe Ricardo Kaká, I'd say.
I was about to say that. I'll be devastated. I'm obviously a big fan of DFernandes, but I've seen Resende in the scene from when I was playing, vocal playing, to be fair.
Yeah,
if he doesn't make the World Championship, I'll be really upset for him.
I'll be upset.
Really upset.
Well. He's changed a lot because he used to be passionate guy, just screaming when he was playing, and now you can see he's a father, so he's more calm in the way.
Yeah,
but
it's good to see him at the highest level.
It is. It really is.
Just looking as well, you wouldn't believe the last time we played in a World Championship, guys, was back in 2019, Resende.
Crazy.
And the fact that he's still playing at this level, what, 6 seasons on from that, is ridiculous.
Do you know what's crazy as well? Some of the other pros that I speak to who are sort of new into the scene, they don't really know how good Resende was. It's like Resende was Piazzin before.
Seconds! There's something about that Ricardo Kaká.
Yeah, he's loving him.
But Resende's in control of him. He's not on everyone's wish list, don't get me wrong, but he makes him look unbelievable.
Again, we were mentioning the low-driven play style. It's just that beautiful step over. You open up the angle, 5-star quick foot, and again, it doesn't even need time finishing.
It's just deadly. Deadly finish in front of goal. Oh, Black in goal. What do you think, Gravison? Would you have gone with him? I think I actually would have gone with, if it's not Courtois, it would have been
Mamardashvili, yeah,
6'6", Valencia, so it doesn't take off it takes a club where you're unlikely to use all of those players from that particular club anyway with the restriction.
I mean, I don't think there's many players that would have taken All Black either, really, would there?
Yeah,
talking low percentages.
I saw someone in the chat asking how you do the manual pass. It's R1, where you hold, good interception, R1, and then you play the triangle pass.
But you got to be careful, because if you misuse it, could happen what happened to Emre, that last last kick of the second half, in which he missed the pass, the centre back didn't lock, and then you can see the goal.
Yeah.
But still, I find it really hard, that manual pass, Ryan. Have you been trying it?
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a free header there. It's not easy to do. You have to pick your moments.
Such as Resende is doing now, as wins another corner. Xavi looks to use a play a lot there, but it was more of just a tease. Rivaldo still, speaking of Brazilian icon, speaking of Resende. He is so confident in that final third. Here comes DFernandes now. After taking that early lead in the game, trails by 2-1. Remember, World Championship spot on the line for this one.
This is
Thierry
great.
pulls away, was off balance ever so slightly. It made it slightly easier for Thibaut Courtois. Do you need maybe an extra step over there, or something just to rebalance him?
Maybe just the time finishing, I don't know. But it seemed like the animation was not the right one. Nah.
Maradona.
He's flowing.
Times it yellow, but you saw the finesse plus play style just ping above his head. And of what damage that could have caused. Keep in mind that on the opposite side of this bracket, Emre Yilmaz will take on Nicholas following this game. A battle between two Champions League winners.
Coming back to your point, Ryan, he really was Resende. He was the best Brazilian before PH.
Yeah.
People might forget about him because PH was obviously FC Pro champion, 2v2, champion with Brazil again. But Resende, he was just so
Resende
good.
was crazy. Like, he was so good. That's why, again, I have that affinity to want him to do well.
And with Tundi, for example, when Resende got announced to be a player with Sporting Gijón, he told me, "Who's Resende?"
Wow.
So you really don't know Resende?
That's crazy.
But the thing is, he was 11 years old when Resende was a great player. So,
but I think it was 2018 was his real emergence onto the scene for Resende, wasn't it? That was the year that he qualified for a World Championship. Ricardo Kaká, that save. Very nearly just fell onto the path of Thierry Henry. A chance to break away now on the counter-attack. Kaká down the other end.
cross.
You got L1R1 double tap.
What a ball that could be, Araujo.
I think he just done a normal double tap.
Yeah.
Cross. If you hold L1 and R1 there and then double tap it, put the right power, it's a tapping.
That's what you do when you play those 3 foot champs.
Yeah, I'm there. Got that to do on Monday. Not looking forward to it, I'll be honest.
Got an early flight back tomorrow.
Midday,
Midday.
yeah.
45 games waiting for you tomorrow night.
Oh, God, don't say it like that, Randy.
40, I mean,
I might cut it down to 30, you
You're
know.
probably going to get quite a few rage quits, aren't you?
Yeah, but even then,
How long does it take for the 45?
it's about 8 hours.
Oh, my man.
How are you feeling after that? Drained?
Disgusting. I feel, you know, like when you order, let's say you've gone shopping, you've done a healthy shop, but then you feel a bit lazy, you order in a takeaway. That feeling you feel afterwards, just regret. You know, it's just disgust. I'm looking in the mirror thinking, what have I done? That's the feeling after it.
It's one of them, though, but when you're winning and getting those rage quits, it probably feels all right.
Yeah, but when you lose a game,
then when it finishes.
yeah.
Five minutes away from half-time here. If you have just tuned in, this is the LaLiga FC Pro Finals. We're live in Valencia. As someone will be lifting silverware here into the later hours in Spain. Rivaldo off balance will win a corner for Resende. Tries to recycle it all the way back round. to young Maradona, who's going to be the player just to bite or maybe take that shot or goal from distance. Rivaldo step overs into the shot. Question for you both as well. I mean, I don't know if it's more of a question for just the options defensively that are there in aerial, but you've been surprised maybe at times the lack of direct callers we've seen. Because I've seen a few players, as we did 2-3 weeks ago, the bicycle kick seemed quite popular if you can get the ball into the right area, or is it more just mixing it up?
I don't think there's an out-and-out dominant player aerially in these teams. I'd say, arguably, Araujo's the best player in the air.
Yes, he is. But he's not that good, really.
Exactly, that's the thing. I understand playing it short and looking for a chance. We have also seen an acrobatic goal today. It was Oberyn, actually. Bicycle kick.
Ref? Yeah.
Half-time in our semi-final. Oberyn not involved, unfortunately. He was eliminated earlier to Nicholas, which will be our next semi-final, which comes up as he will take on Emre Yilmaz. But we are 45 minutes away from finding out another player who will qualify for the FC Pro World Championships. As it stands, it will be Resende, but something tells me, Ryan, that this isn't going to be the end result. This is going to only just be the start.
No chance. There's guaranteed to be goals in this second half. Who it falls to, Gravison, I don't know. I feel like Resende's had a great first half, to be fair.
Yes, he's played good. I feel like those first 30 minutes were really good. Then on the last 15 minutes, he did lose a bit of possession.
Yeah.
But still, I feel like DFernandes is really alive in this match. And of course, he should get a little bit more of possession now. But we're seeing how he's changing now between the 70 depth, 95 depth. Because you know when you're playing against Resende, you're going to get maximum of, what, 40% possession?
Literally.
You're not getting more.
You're not seeing the ball.
You're not seeing the ball.
We'll just have a little look now. There's 32 spots available at the World Championships. We are, after tonight, nearly halfway there in terms of filling the spots. Yesterday we found 2 more players in the Netherlands. Gio Bundy and Chris de Boer booked a spot from the Dutch Eredivisie. Obviously we saw Young qualify last week for the Portuguese League, the Premier League and the MLS also concluded not that long ago. Here's Kaka. Chouameni there in the way. But yeah, after tonight, gents, it will be 17 spots filled. We're getting there slowly, aren't we?
Step by step. Could it be Resende in there as well? It seems like it with the way he's defending now and with the way he's pressing. I don't know. I predicted DFernandes to win this match because I did speak with Nico about it. But it seems like he's not found a good way to play now against the possession of Resende.
It's lucky. Could have fallen the way for Resende there.
I was asking about upgrades as well for certain LaLiga FC Pro items, and we'll update you on those. Quite a few of the players have been eliminated. It's Rivaldo! How's he hit that off target?
Wow.
DFernandes will not want to see that one again.
I think the keeper moved there as well, in fairness.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a tough one because I can't even be critical of DFernandes in the sense of the only criticism I have there is not getting on target.
Yeah.
But I think the keeper moved quite late.
Yes.
So it's not a bad choice to go to the near post.
And it's still precision shooting.
Yeah, so it's in your hands a little bit more. So.
It is a bit, but
what a chance.
one thing that we did see DFernandes is losing in those top 4 situations. So I feel like this specific chance, if he was a warm-up match or even training, that's going in, right?
Yeah. It's the nerves because, as you mentioned, once this happened before where you've come to this far, you've missed out on a World Championship spot by 1 game, and it's happened a couple times. Well, this would happen a couple times now. That's obviously going to play on your mind, like naturally. I feel like that would happen to anyone.
Out of all the players, though, that have played today in this bracket, Resende does a good job of keeping these quite low scoring. He only won his last game 2-1. The game before that was 3-1.
The thing is, as well, we were speaking about DFernandes. He scored 17 goals across the first 2. He's kept him to 1
8
60
goals
minutes.
in his first game today, 9 in the next.
I don't think Resende scored. Resende has scored 7 goals today. Compared to DFernandes hasn't even had a game where he scored less than 7 or less than 7 goals throughout. It's crazy.
It's just a clash of styles sometimes.
It's only a goal though, 9-minute halves. There is so much time left to attack. Maybe this could be that chance. Sayankov into Thierry Henry, keeper. The AI locks on to Courtois, who can just about clear that away. Oof. That may have not been pretty.
Good. Whoa.
Great press.
It's a big win back for Kaká.
Ah, the step over wasn't
Off the red
Was not needed. No. Incredible work up until then.
Even though it's 2-1, this is a great level of FC we've been seeing.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's on.
Kaká for a hat-trick! Well, that might just be the goal to send him back to a World Championship. He's had to wait a long 6 years to be back on main stage. And it's no one else other than Ricardo Kaká.
Been his MVP.
MVP.
It's just always in and amongst the goals for Resende. It's a massive moment. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's game done.
No,
25
minutes
minutes
left.
is a long time, 9-minute halves. However, DFernandes is going to have to start to tap into what he was doing so well in the previous games. But Resende just makes it so uncomfortable today. It's horrible.
It's horrible. Just for the people at home, you know when you're playing against someone who just passes the ball to the fullback, then runs back, switches up the play.
Yeah.
Okay, that can be frustrating, right? Imagine that against a player that dominates the left stick dribbling, that can create creative runs, that can do everything
and
really.
With the extra pressure of this, winner of this game guarantees himself 40,000 euros. So there's 20,000 extra to win this game. So it's just the increased amount of pressure. Yeah, I understand if DFernandes sooner or later starts to rush and panic.
Rivaldo. He's just so fast, strong.
Good step.
And the fact that he's done this all as well, gents, was without a team of the year, Thierry Henry in the team.
Hold on, Rodrigo. But it does enough. Anticipate.
Does that surprise you that he's been that effective and that efficient without maybe one of the most popular icons that so many have backed?
I think Kaka's done so well for him though.
Yes.
And you can see the way that Resende is playing with the low driven and finesse. It's not just finesse shots. The low driven has been so impactful for him. So I understand if he wants to opt for an attacker that has that play style. It's all personal preference at the end of the day, you know.
Well, we'll catch up with Ryan Pessoa a little bit later on. He's going to head back to the analysis table with Nicola Richard Buckley. Final 18 minutes of this game. There's a quick look at the team that both of these two are using. Here's a couple of important changes coming on there. Looks like Valverde's coming on just to inject some fresh legs on that right-hand side, Gravison.
Yeah, probably as another midfielder in there. Because he won't be using Valverde as an inside forward or even as a winger. It's probably another player to defend with. You can see Zubimendi coming in. Xavi's off the pitch as well. Miguel Gutierrez is on the pitch. Valdez off the pitch. You can see the offensive approach now being changed to 90, which is not aggressive, but it's high. And now, for me, the real question is, will DFernandes be able to not only get the ball back from Resende, but then scoring the chances that he's got? Because he won't get much more than, what, 2 or 3 chances? He has to score 2 of them.
Even if he can just get the ball for about 10 in-game minutes here, Gravison, and just keep ticking over possession. So we'll just take a moment to look across to all the spectators that are here today inside Valencia's special home stadium. All I'm seeing is so many deflated faces of players that have been eliminated out of the tournament, Gravison, that are here just still watching. I'm looking at Yago, I'm looking at
Tuga.
Tuga.
Just behind him.
Rowney.
Hugo Sanchez as well, yeah.
All inside the Mestalla Stadium. Here in Valencia. Right, back to this one now. 15 minutes away from a World Championship spot for one of these two. Hang on a second. Miguel Gutierrez is somehow onside there for DFernandes. He just kept running and then somehow he peeled off on the right-hand side. Game on.
We mentioned how he would get, what, 2-3 choices. That's the first chance he's got. That's going in. Miguel Gutierrez with a beautiful finish. And now, as you mentioned, Brandon, game on. 3-2. More than 10 minutes left to play.
How do you play these last 10 minutes?
You gotta attack. If you're Resende, of course you gotta keep the ball a little bit longer. You can switch the play. You can maybe go for creative runs as well, but you gotta attack because there is a lot of time left. And if you just keep the ball, it won't be enough, really. And DFernandes has been pressing really well with the cam and the striker as well. But Resende's through.
One more goal certainly would be the ultimate plan. Here's Ricardo Kaká. Ricardo Kaká looking for a fourth. Into Maradona. Might fall back to Kaká again. He can't get the shot away. Tchouameni there just got a leg in front of the Brazilian icon. And suddenly DFernandes is straight back down the other end to have a go himself. Xavi. Rodrigo! Tiny bit of goalkeeper movement there, Gravison, but I think Courtois would have been able to match up the save regardless.
Yes, it looks like it. But now DFernandes, we asked for a little bit more of him, and he's turned it up. He's playing well, he's pressing well, and he's finishing his chances. So it seems like he's going to have at least one more chance. And wow, this game is tight. No, big mistake from Maradona.
It's a poor pass. He gives possession back to DFernandes with ample time left on the clock. It's Rivaldo, Kaká. Where's the one more pass? Rodrigo was just screaming for it there. You thought there was a little bit of a challenge. So not a challenge, a bit of space, a channel to open up a shot or goal. He didn't want to go for it though.
Now, Resende could seal the deal.
Maradona. Into the corner, somehow keeps it in play. Maradona is a player lock. From Kaká, blocked by Araujo. Frankie de Jong on the volley off the post. You thought maybe that was going to be the moment, but DFernandes still hangs in the game.
Look at the press.
3-4. Khalife shirts around Resende's Real Sporting players. That's a really risky pass. He's given possession away again.
No, out of bounds.
One and a half in-game minutes away from Resende returning back to a World Championship stage. A place where he hasn't been since 2019. All he's got to do is just see this out. Just look after possession.
Added time. 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Added time of 1 minute. Gives away possession. DFernandes has to get that ball up the pitch and past the halfway line as soon as he can.
No.
Misses that chance. DFernandes will be eliminated in the semi-finals. Resende is in the World Championships. And look exactly what it means to him. It was always a big risk to come from Brazil to Spain. All the pressure on his shoulders.
And he got the job done. Just incredible from Resende. being 28 years old, traveling over from South America to Spain, getting that E-Champions League spot, that World Championship spot, but job's not finished because he has to play the final
He's
now.
just guaranteed himself 40,000 euros, though, Gravison, an E-Champions League ticket, a World Championship spot. He is in tears. He's waited since 2019 to be back on the big stage. He has just done that.